I want to talk to you about business car loans from credit unions. If you have, let's say, a bad personal credit, okay? So here are the top lenders I want you to really pay attention to. If you have bad credit and you're looking for a business car loan from a credit union, think about Navy Fed. I mean, Navy Fed should be your first lender. And Navy Fed is a great institution. They have all kinds of options for business car loans. Okay, so you can actually have with Navy Fed, you can have a secured business car loan or an unsecured. It really depends on how fast you want the loan process to go through, but also the APR you want to pay. Obviously, if you secure the loan, the APR is going to be low because you are actually sharing part of the risk with NaviFed. But if you want to have an unsecured business car loan from the institution, they want you to be a member of NaviFed NFCU for at least 3 months. You got to be a personal member, but also a business member for at least 3 months before you actually qualify. Okay, so sorry, they can give you a business car loan unsecured, even if you have bad credit, for a maximum loan amount of $100,000, and the loan will close within 7 days. That's really good because it gives you time to really find the paperwork. Because Navy Fed, that's the thing, Navy Fed, they will give you a loan even if you have bad credit, but they will ask you for some kind of paperwork. Okay, they'll ask you for let's say financial statements. They'll ask you for basically your company's tax return for the last 3 years. In some cases, Navy Fed will ask you for a personal guarantee. So if you have bad credit, they'll ask you for a personal guarantee just to make sure that you are actually on the hook too. Okay, so $100,000 maximum. They might ask you in some cases to provide an invoice from the car dealership. And the cool thing is that if you want to really be approved faster, it's just better to work with NaviFed because NaviFed has a car service. So the company is called a True Car. So it is a partnership between NaviFed and a third party car service, whereby they actually provide propose vehicles to their members. Next, if you are looking for a business car loan from a credit union, but you have bad personal credit, I want you to think about Service this year. And Service, the cool thing about Service is that you are able to qualify for business car loans for a maximum of half a million. Can you imagine that? Navy Fed is giving you $100,000 maximum. Service is giving you half a million, $500,000. Okay, so you're able to actually potentially finance a fleet of vehicles. So you have options. I mean, even with Navy Fed, you can still finance a fleet if you're buying used cars. Okay, but with Service, definitely you can finance a fleet. So you have half a million, and basically, but the thing is that with Service, you can't start the process actually online. They want you to call them. They want you to contact the company to actually initiate the whole process. So you want to call 1-800-296-4644, or you can just email their small business lending team. They have a dedicated email that takes care of all that kind of stuff. So it's business services lending to business services lending to at servicecreditunion.org. So everything starts from there. Just send them an email and you can start a conversation. It's just a lot better because you can ask all questions, and then they will tell you how to apply. They can even tell you what kind of dealerships they work in. The maximum loan amount with Service is $500,000. And one thing I need to say also is that with Service, you got to be affiliated with law enforcement. So to be a member, okay. So your business or yourself as an individual, you have to be affiliated with law enforcement to qualify, or you should actually donate to a charity to actually get in. But once you actually contact the team, they will call you, they'll explain everything to you, and then you can apply. And after you apply, they will review your application. Okay, they usually review the application within 48 hours. 48 hours 24 to 48 hours, and they'll let you know whether you pass or not. And then you can just buy your vehicle. You get the check from them, and you can just go and buy the vehicle. If you have bad personal credit and you're looking for a business car loan from a credit union, I want you to really think about Logix. So Logix is another great lender to really think about. And what I love about Logix is that they have things automated. Like you can really apply online, but you can also apply over the phone. Okay, so that's really good. And even better, you can actually pre-qualify with Logix. And Logix actually has also a limit that is kind of high. They are giving you a maximum of $1 million. So with Logix, you have the possibility to also acquire an entire fleet. So that's really good. You don't have to really limit yourself to one car or two or three vehicles. You can actually acquire an entire fleet. And so basically, you want to first make sure that your business qualifies. Okay, with Logix, there is no restrictions in terms of geography, in terms of profession. Okay, you just make sure that you become a business member of this credit union. That's kind of cool. So you have to be with Logix for at least 90 days, 3 months before you can apply for a business car loan. Whether you have good credit or bad credit, doesn't matter. They want you to be in the system for at least 90 days before you can start the process. Okay, and if you are in the system for 90 days, you have the possibility to kick off the application process online. Actually, go to the company's website and just start things from there, or you can just go through the app. So they have a pretty good app, and you are able to basically apply there. And if you want to apply face to face, you can go to a branch too. Okay. I mean, Logix doesn't have that many branches, but if you're lucky enough to live in the vicinity of a branch, just go to a branch and basically you can kick off the process there. So maximum $1 million. You can be funded within 24 to 48 hours. That's really good. And Logix doesn't have any restrictions in terms of industry, so they fund all kinds of industries. I mean, as long as your industry is legal, they should be able to fund you. That's really not a problem. And they have no conditions in terms of car dealerships. They have no restrictions in terms of model, make. They have no restrictions in terms of mileage. So there is no mileage limit. Okay, some credit unions have limits in terms of mileage, but Logix does not. If you are looking for a business car loan from a credit union and you have bad personal credit, I want you to think about Fairwinds today. And the cool thing about Fairwinds is that Fairwinds is really also pretty fast in terms of loan approval. Okay, Fairwinds can really approve up to $250,000, and basically you just have to be a member of the credit union for at least 30 days before you apply. And again, this requirement has nothing to do with your credit worthiness. So whether you have bad credit or good credit, the requirements is 30 days across the board. And but the cool thing about Fairwinds is that comparatively to all the other credit unions, Fairwinds can give you relatively low APRs. That's really good because it gives you a flexibility. It gives you also some kind of knowledge about how much you could potentially pay for. Okay, so that's really good. And you also are able to enjoy extra savings on the new business passenger auto loan when you set up auto pay with the business signature checking account. So basically, Fairwinds wants to really want you to sign up for a specific business account to actually qualify for this deductions. So that's really good. And so you have do you have discounts related to passenger vehicles? You have discounts related to commercial vehicles. So that's kind of cool. You have the possibility to actually switch from one to another. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. And also that's also great when it comes to scalability. In other words, Fairwinds will work with you if you want to acquire more vehicles in the future. Okay. For example, when it comes to commercial vehicles, you are able to get many vehicles in your fleet to take care of your business cargo. things like towing, transportation needs. Okay, so that's really good. And again, Fairwinds will work with you in terms of eligibility. In terms of membership eligibility, Fairwinds is pretty flexible. So you don't have to live in a specific area to actually qualify. There are ways to qualify for membership even without living in a specific location. If you're looking for a business car loan from a credit union with bad personal credit, you also have the possibility to go to BECU. So BECU is actually great when it comes to business car loan lending. And by the way, BECU stands for Boeing Employees Credit Union, but you don't have to work for Boeing to qualify for membership. Nor do you need to live in Washington State, or let's just say the you don't have to live in the Northwest to actually qualify. Okay, there are other ways to actually qualify for membership. So BCU will give you a maximum of $1 million on multiple car loans, business car loans, for you to finance whatever you have to finance. Okay. The only thing is that basically they want you to have a loan to value up to 80%. There is no origination fee. You have terms up to 72 months, so that's kind of cool. And with BCU, you are very like flexibility is really key here because autos, small vans, and small trucks do qualify. So you are able to finance multiple vehicles. I think it's just better if you are interested in BECU, give them a call first. So you can call 1-800-704-8080. Again, the number is 1-800-704-8080. And they're available Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific. And that way you can really start a conversation. And you want to start a conversation, by the way. And that's really going to help you out. And just to explain what you are trying to do. And BECU doesn't have a restriction in terms of how long you have to be a member before you can apply for a business car loan. If you're trying to get a business car loan from a credit union and you have bad personal credit, I want you to really think about NASA Fed this year, okay? And NASA Fed will actually will finance your business car loan up to a maximum of $250,000. That's $250,000, okay? So whatever type of vehicle you need, they can provide actually that financing for you, and they have new and used loans up to 100% of the vehicle book value. So that's kind of cool from an age point of view, because when you have let's say a used car loan, having the ability to get 100% of vehicle book value is pretty good. And you also have fixed rate and variable rate, okay, loans that are available. So that's kind of cool. And the thing is that with NASA, you can apply actually online. You can apply online. They do not actually they do not condition you to go to a branch. If you have the possibility to apply online, just apply online. And the only thing is there is no pre-qualification. There is no soft pull. So just be ready before you apply, because once you apply, they will do a soft pull. They'll go through the entire process, and they'll do a soft pull. And you could lose a few points on your FICO score here and there. So just be aware of that. But with at $250,000, you can finance small and large equipment purchases. Okay, and if you need more information, you can contact 301-249-1800. The extension is 204. So that's actually for business accounts. Again, the number is 301-249-1800, extension 204. Or you can just email business accounts plural, at nasafcu.com. Business accounts, so there's an S at the end, at nasafcu.com. I'm going to put this on the screen so this is pretty clear to you what you have to do. But the process with NASA is pretty straightforward. The final business car loan that you want to really reach, I mean, that you want to consider, if you have bad personal credit, is the one that you have with Andrews. So Andrews FCU, okay, Andrews FCU. The only thing is that with Andrews, you have to be affiliated with the military. So to qualify for Andrews membership, you got to be affiliated with the military, either in the states or in Florida. I mean, sorry, in Europe. So they have if you work in if you work on a U.S. military base in Germany, for instance, in Belgium, in Netherlands, you can actually qualify. Okay, or in the states, you can also qualify. So that's the only restriction with Andrews. Andrews, you have to be affiliated with the military. Andrews is kind of similar to a Navy Fed. Okay, but the thing is, if you do qualify, you basically can buy all kinds of vehicles, and they will finance you up to $250,000. So this is kind of cool. By the way, if you are in the states, you have to be in Washington D.C., in Maryland, in Virginia, in New Jersey, okay, among others. But the cool thing is that you can actually buy with the loans you get from Andrews. You can buy all kinds of cylinders, okay. So this is kind of cool, and you can take up to 6 years to pay off your loan, and you have commercial vehicle financing for both new and used vehicles, and this is kind of cool. And you are eligible if your business address is within a 50-mile radius from any of their locations. So you can see that Andrews is really interesting, but the geo restriction aspect of it really makes things could make things a little complicated. Okay, so you just have to be in that area to actually qualify for membership first before you even think about the business car loan itself. One thing I want to say here is that with Andrews, you want to really contact the company. Even if you think you can qualify, you want to contact the company before you actually start anything. That way, you don't lose your time. You don't waste your time because you do not want to really waste time actually here. And one thing I want to say also is that basically Andrews does have some restrictions in terms of the mileage that they will finance in for used car loans, and that mileage actually changes from state to state. It also depends on the specific make and model of the vehicle. So it's just a lot better to contact Andrews to have more information. But at least the good thing is that you are able to get pre-approved. So you can go through a soft pull process and before you actually commit like for real. So that's really good. So in conclusion to this conversation, I spoke to you about business car loans from credit unions. If you have a bad personal credit score, so the top lenders actually include Navy Fed, Service, Logix, Fairwinds, BECU, NASA Fed, and Andrews. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.